Hello there. Please come have a seat. So, what is it I can do for you today, Mr. Fecos?
It's Fecos.
Ah, I'm sorry. So, what is it I can do for you today, Mr. Fecos?
It's that I have basically everything. I've been to space. I've blown up historical monuments for my boat to get through, and I have everything, and my happiness is just so temporary. I always want more.
Mm-hmm. And when would you say your emotional challenges started?
It seems like it has been like this for forever. I think it was when my money became more important than my relationships.
And when was that?
I think it has always been like that.
Mm-hmm. And can you possibly tell me who influenced you in that direction?
My family was poor, and I thought that if I wanted to get the attention from my father, then I had to make or do something marvelous or grandiose, and so I thought that maybe if I became rich, then he would give me the attention I wanted, but it never happened. But now I'm working with a few friends who feels the same way that I do, and we are doing something. We've been planning something now for a while, and it's actually unfolding right now on the world, and we think that this might be the solution to our lack of fulfillment and safety and release and all of these things that we desire. Yes.
And what makes you think that?
Because we will be able to own every regular citizen, not just by what they do or who they are, but also their biology. And we'll also be able to control and regulate their homes, because that will also be our property. Actually, we're buying up every single available property there's available right now. And when we own it all, we should not worry about not being in control anymore. Mm-hmm. And so we finally hope that this mad anxiety that we have, that it will finally come to an end.
Mm-hmm. I understand. Mr. Fecos, do you think controlling others makes you feel more safe?
Yes, of course. If I can protect the moves of my livelihood, then of course I will feel more safe. Then I can make sure they don't steal from me. So yes, I will feel more safe.
So you don't think that will increase your anxiety then?
Of course not.
Mr. Fecos, may I ask you if you think this is about other people?
Yes, of course. If I can control my livestock and my livelihood, then there's nothing I can lose. Those useless eaters, they don't know how to live their life. It's only the ones who has the power and the money, and the one who has the supply that knows what is right. And if we can control it all, then everything will be great, because it's only the king that knows how to rule, and enslavement is the only way for the king to die gloriously.
All right. Mr. Fecos, I'm going to ask you a very triggering question. But are you God?
God doesn't exist. the way that you're putting it, then I think, yeah, I think that I'm a rarely selected individual who has been working very hard and has now earned the tools necessary for global change, and I can make exactly what kind of change that I want.
Right, so you don't think there is a force more powerful than you?
What are you talking about? There are no force, there are no rules, everything is meaningless. That I can do exactly as I please, so better have fun while it lasts. I've not figured out how to create babies or cheat death, but science will hopefully catch along with that.
Mr. Fecos, do you possibly think that outsmarting the forces that has created you is a good idea?
As I said, there's no force, and I do as I please.
Oh, so you were not born then?
Now you're becoming rude. I didn't pay for that sort of behavior. I paid for a solution to my problems.
And I'm trying to actually give it to you, but it seems like to me, Mr. Fecos, that you've made your mind up of what the truth is, and then I can't help you.
I don't know what the truth is, and that's what I want you to tell me.
Thank you, Mr. Fecos.
For what?
For showing your honesty.
I said nothing.
What you did right there was admitting your truth, because you don't know how to express it. But now it seems like we can work on making you feel fulfilled, safe, and happy.
But I told the truth up till now.
No. You've defended a quite dangerous agenda which would lead the public and yourself into misery.
How can that be? Isn't the key to control my anxiety to control the public? But if that is not the key, am I then? But what is it I can do? I have all the riches from the world. I've invested in everything. I have all the riches from the surface of the earth and beyond.
Is it about your possessions?
Yes. No. It's perhaps not about the exterior, but the interior.
We're starting to see magnificent progress, Mr. Fecos.
So, you're telling me that all of that hard work and all of those possessions are worth nothing?
No, that is not what I'm saying. What you've been telling me is that you have been afraid of losing control, and to lose in general, and that you wanted a certain love from your father which you didn't feel like that you got. All of this to me indicates that you have never known how to treat your emptiness through your beliefs, your thinking, and your actions.
So you are saying it's all meaningless and worthless then?
Mr. Fecos, I'm not attacking you, but the truth can be seen as an attack when we're not used to deal with it. We can always learn as people, and what I'm saying is that you can learn how to deal with the problem, and that's why you're here today. And most people don't know how to deal with their emptiness. Life either gives you mistrust or trust. Which one do you think you carry, Mr. Fecos?
I guess it's mistrust. But how do I gain trust in the world after all of what it has given me?
If you lean back from me for a moment, and you just come into your body, and you take a deep breath. Then what do you think?
Is it about how I flee from my pain?
Yes, Mr. Fecos. Please don't blame your pain onto other people. Learn to see that your pain is a guideline and not your threat or your enemy for that matter.
But how?
When you sit like that, the way you do right now, then please tell me, what does trust feel like to you?
Soft and weak.
Is that nice or not?
It actually comforts me a little.
Does the emptiness and pain feel like the same as before?
It's still there, but I can better accept it.
That is what trust does.
Trust is what I have to practice if I want my happiness to be less temporary.
What does James answer to that question?
Yes?
That is what it is then.